Kopish.
Being free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, be the best we come again. Kop-Ish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap and drifty go on tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kop-Ish, this is Kop-Ish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kop-Ish, this is Kop-Ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-Ish.
Yes, lovely people. I hope you're well. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is still hot in the UK. Still very hot in the UK. Didn't want to mess this one up in terms of World Cup games, so I thought we'd just fit this one either inside, in between, pause the two World Cup fixtures or fixture schedule. So big up to each and every one of you. Do smash that like button, subscribing you to the channel. Before we get you guys in to speak, let's have a little word from our sponsors, okjersey.com. This video is sponsored by OK Jersey, rated an impressive 4.5 on Trustpilot, people. And with the World Cup coming up, you are going to want to make sure you grab one of these jerseys. £15 is all you have to spend for these impressive jerseys, and you can rep your country and your flag properly. Make sure you hit the promo code Kopish, Kopish, for a further 8% off. Visit okjersey.com now. Go and grab yourself a shirt. Go and grab yourself a shirt indeed. Right, guys. Obviously, this is a call-in show. You know, this is your show. Get to come on here, speak to us. Probably give you guys about 3 minutes to say what you got to say this evening. But the one thing I'm going to ask every one of you is, which midfielder would you like us to sign this summer? Just saw a shout out to Emil Heskey. What did Vieira say about Manu Kone? I wasn't able to watch the game. I know France won the game, but I wasn't able to watch it. So what was said, if you don't mind. And also, the link is in the chat now. So come and join in with the conversation, please, people. And let me know your thoughts on what's going on with Liverpool. Obviously, this is a platform where you can come in here, ask your questions, make your statements, have a rant, whatever you want to do, as long as it stays respectful. And if I have to speed you up because of the timing, please don't take any offense to it. I don't mean to cause any. So, yes. Let's get into this, people. Right. Gonna bring in our first caller. I don't know if he's ready. I think he's ready. He usually is always ready. Tom, is he there, bro? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. How you doing, my bro?
No, I'm all right, man. You know, just wrapping up the
I see. How you been keeping, my bro?
No, I'm good. Outside football, you know, trying to navigate situations with work and personal. That's, you know, just one of those things where trying to assess and, you know, adapt to situations and things. Because you know what it is. I'll be real with you. You know, just a little bit of outside football. I don't know what I'm gonna pursue next. You know, I have like ideas, but in terms of confirmations and whether it's happening, because there's like I'm constantly not overthink, but at times, you know, try not ruling out other means of possibilities. You know what I mean? Just like Liverpool, isn't it? You know. You people think, you know, like Alonso, you know, I'm not gonna put your daughter on the spotlight, you know what I mean? But
no, her name's Joelle now, bro. It's not Alonso anymore. Her name is Joelle now, so we're all good.
There you go. So it's one of those where you just there's no guarantee, you know what I mean? As well, like running as well. I stopped for a little bit. I was actually intended to be more consistent with it, but it's just that I take a pause. You know, I know pause culture in the chat and in the Kop-Ish community is different, but on a real. It's I just have other commitments, but yeah. Apart from that, the World Cup. I'll be real with you. It's a mixed bag of feelings. You know,
Yeah.
because for me personally, because I've been covering the Asian side of things. So to see nine Asian countries, it's what first things first. It's something that we're more invested. You know, although the timing, just like you guys, odd hours, but for us it's part and parcel, bread and butter. 1 a.m., 3 a.m., and the Brazil game against Japan, which is on Monday, if I recall correctly, the round of 32, is one
Yeah.
a.m. here, but for
Wow.
for us it's a daylight. Like it's like a 1 p.m. for us. So and it's not that we're Japanese or something, but it's just that we're wrapping up as a like that solidarity in terms of the continent. So yeah, I'm excited on that. Although like some people have already on paper, it's going to be tough, and plus just to give a little bit of context, one of the center back, Ko Itakura, I think he plays for Ajax now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Uh, he got a he came off, and then came on another replacement. So in terms of the squad depth, I think Japan is depleted right now. Not to mention like the two Kubo is doubtful. Now you have Mitoma and Taki is not in the squad. Endo, we lost Endo already, so this it's gonna be a
Yeah.
it's
Three
gonna be a
big
challenge.
names.
Yeah, yeah,
One,
yeah.
one thing I will say, Japan have always been one of the most organized teams, and there's one criticism of Brazil: they can look a little disjointed at times. So, do you think there is a chance that you could actually get them and get something from this game?
Uh, uh, to be honest, if you ask me how it's gonna be in terms of direction, we might nick it by penalties. So that's like my optimism, my optimistic side of it. But shall I tell you what it is, Cal? So the
Mm.
previous edition, right? When they lost to Croatia, I remember this 4 years ago in Qatar. That was penalties, right? And they were actually leading 1-0. Now, if you go back again in Russia 4 years back against Belgium, they were leading
Mm.
2-0 up, and then it was that dramatic comeback 3-2, like
Yeah.
one of the counter attack. So Japan has been, I would say, unfortunate in terms of, but at the same time, it's because uh, I've really heavily criticized on terms of mentality, but the way they turned up against Netherlands, the first game, and it was a comeback as well, 2-2,
Mm.
and then how they navigate with a commanding performance, a dominance that was without Kubo against Tunisia.
Yeah.
So that changed the my perception, and I feel more of a yeah, I feel more optimistic this time around. It's just that how they would now deal with the setbacks of injuries, and let's face it, Brazil in North America. I mean, in US, I think Brazil is well adapted to the environment, and then like I would say the 12th man as well. The fan base is quite big over there. South America and North America. It's one of them ones, right? Like
Yeah.
Argentina. So it's gonna be a it's gonna be a tall order at the end of the day. But we'll see. You just never know. And I think one of the things as well, just to point out, because there's no endo right now. So
Yeah.
what used to be like a how do I say, like a mid block, right?
Yeah.
And can adapt now, whereby like how you see with Portugal, I would say. So how Kamada plays in the middle of the park with Tanaka from Leeds. It's like Vitinha and João Neves. So that's how it's a different setup right now, and the rotation up front, the fluidity it's more unpredictable. So because I compare this with where we are going to be at for next season, right? Because now it's unpredictable. We signed what's the brethren Victor Munoz, right?
Munoz,
From
yeah.
Spain, yeah. So it's like it's going to be interchange of the between flanks and everything. So that's how I see Japan in terms of opponents cannot predict who's going to be at which position. Do you know what I mean? So and just to touch a little bit on the Asian side of things, the other countries like Qatar, Saudi, it's kind of disappointing. South Korea now they're hanging threat because they're on the third place, so they have to rely on other teams. All in all, I would say like yeah, I think the first week has been solid, and then the first game, then the last two games has been before that didn't turn up. As before I jump out, Cal, there's one question which I've been thinking thoroughly, right? You see with the final, right?
Yeah.
In terms of what's gonna be, I don't want to say a perfect final, but what do you, if you have the choice of picking two teams of the World Cup, right? The World Cup final, in terms of I'm gonna switch a little bit up. In terms of hype, build up, and the perfect narrative that you would argue that you can describe, it's almost perfect if not perfect. You know what I mean?
Portugal
so
and Argentina. Portugal and Argentina. Portugal and Argentina. Ronaldo, Messi, obviously RIP Jota. Can Argentina go back-to-back World Cup? It would be huge. It'd be huge. I think that is the biggest narrative from the whole World Cup, in my opinion. That would be the biggest hype. It literally would be Argentina, Portugal, Messi versus Ronaldo. Their last World Cups, we presume. A final at the biggest stage. Probably the last time they'll play each other in a competitive match. I think that would be the biggest and most hyped final of all time.
I know this sounds mad, yeah, Cal, because in 4 years' time, you know where it's going to be at the World Cup.
It's going to be in Portugal. It's Portugal,
Spain,
and Morocco. That's it. Yeah.
So Portugal, do you think Ronaldo's gonna be in the squad?
He can't. He can't. If Portugal is still in the position where they're playing Ronaldo in 4 years' time, then they've done something drastically wrong.
Right. Yeah. I can see that, and I think I'm with you on that boat. I think that's, and like US knows. I mean, America knows how to in terms of the marketing and
they'd hype that
crazy off the pitch. It's mad.
They'd hype.
And Carl, one last thing before I leave, I just watched Scott Atkins podcast because I know you love UFC, and I don't know if you like would resonate this, because I'm gonna like learn more about martial arts for my health actually, and as a holistic approach. So there's an actor called Mark DeCasus. I don't know if you know.
No.
In John Wick 3, no pun. John Wick 3, he's baddie. So his parents is a kung fu. He came from a kung fu background. So his dad and his mom practiced kung fu back then. Join tournaments and basically teach students. And one of the things, and it kind of resonated me, whereby it says martial arts was like an insurance. It's a tool that you possess for protection, but hope to never actually need to use it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can resonate that, and maybe because because I know your I think your kids go for the classes, right?
Yeah. So Stevie does jiu-jitsu. Robbie and Stevie have both done a little bit of Muay Thai, but I'm gonna up that over the next few years. But definitely jiu-jitsu. They'll both all three of them will do jiu-jitsu. Muay Thai, I'm not sure if I want my daughter to do Muay Thai. But the
I
boys
haven't
will
watched
do
the Furious. I haven't watched the Furious, but if you bring them to watch the Furious,
they'll be hooked.
I think they're gonna invest with Silat.
The thing is, I don't know anywhere that teaches Salat. I love the art of Salat. I just don't know anywhere that teaches it.
Yeah. I think over in Netherlands, because Indonesia and the Netherlands has that history connection behind.
Yeah.
So probably. But if I do find it, I'll let you know on the
No,
Silat
please
side.
do, man. Please do.
But Cal, thanks for having
Always
me.
a pleasure, my brother.
Love. Keep in
Big up,
touch.
bro. Big ups to Tom Mizzy as always. I just want to touch back on the question he asked regarding the most hype World Cup. I want to see if you guys disagree with what I said. Obviously, the Messi Ronaldo situation. I think if Neymar was fit, I think you could run the Brazil Argentina with Messi and Neymar. But I also want to speak about something before I get the next caller in. This for me feels like a changing of the guard World Cup, almost like a transition season for the World Cup. Just think about the names of players who we might never see playing a World Cup again. Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo, Modric. I'm sure I'm forgetting others, but there are some top quality players who we might never see play a World Cup again. And these are not just great players. These are players that could probably play in any generation of football and shine. And to see them sort of still giving their all for their country. Look, say what you want about Cristiano Ronaldo and his ego and all that. One thing we have to say, his dedication to the sport is admirable and inspiring. Mane's last World Cup as well. Virgil, big up honesty. Manuel Neuer. Look at that, guys. Like, you could make a team of legends. Trudon, I think Harry Kane might still be in the squad for the next one. I reckon Harry Kane might still be in the squad. I think he keeps himself in good condition. I think Harry Kane will be a bit of a Lewandowski, because he's not someone that is reliant on athleticism. It helps his game, but he's not reliant on it. So there are some great players who are going to bow out after this World Cup, man. So yeah, we just appreciate these players while they're still playing at the top level. Right, gonna get our next caller in. He is someone who has absolutely cooked me here, and I don't even know what I've done to him, but I'm about to find out. Matt's hairline.
Hello, my boy. How you doing?
But bro, what have I done to you? Why is this a one-sided beef that I keep on losing?
Nah, it ain't even beef. It's just my way of showing affection. You know what I mean, my boy? Look, I love you, bro. You're my favorite. Follow Cool Sanderson group in that.
Oh man, talk to me, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I thought after 5 years I'll finally come out of the
Finally, bro. Finally.
I've been popping up on Big Up with Matt as well.
Yeah, he mentioned.
Yeah, but I thought Kall-In show. Let me show up. Let me speak to my boy Callum Sanderson.
Appreciate you, Matt's hairline.
Yeah, man.
What you got for me this evening, bro?
So obviously I know the question's about which midfielder you sign.
Yeah.
And there's one name I think everyone should be talking about.
Go for it.
Weston McKennie. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if you've seen the reports. It's come out, I think, just after you started the stream. But Boadi's now favourite to go to City.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Swear down.
Yeah.
You lot aren't going to blame me for this one as well, are you?
Yeah, man. It's a long day for Follicle Sanderson group. The curse continues. All right, chat. We're running with that one now, yeah? Follicle Sanderson group. I appreciate it.
We're not running with that.
We're running with it. But yeah, man. To be honest, Boadi would be my first choice. Obviously, I know, am I right in saying you're a big fan of Sangara and Lamine Kamara? I haven't seen too much of them.
Manu Kone as well for me.
Yeah, man. But obviously, I know we were linked with Manu Kone the summer we rebuilt the midfield.
Yeah.
Personally, after watching the World Cup, I really like Kefren Turam. See, I didn't know too much about him a few years ago before he went to Juve, but he is a very good baller. But I also like, and we've been linked with him a bit, that Felix and Mecha for Germany.
Yeah,
I likened him a bit in Matchstream to a better technically, but kind of similar physical prowess to Joe Linton.
Okay.
He reminds me very much of that kind of runs over the pitch, very physically imposing, but definitely a lot more technical. I mean, I don't know if anyone remembers Newcastle signed Joe Linton to be a centre forward.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man, long day.
Crazy.
Soon. AOA.
Yeah.
But I think whoever Newcastle try and sign, we just hop on it. Pause. That's a pause.
I was gonna say that's a little crazy.
That's a little pause. But yeah.
What
I don't know.
Do you think, because the rumor, like the rumors are that we inquired about Bruno Guimaraes as well?
Look, I think Bruno's a great player. I don't think he's the archetype of midfielder we need this summer.
Yeah.
I think we need an athletic, imposing DM destroyer. I think Bruno's brilliant technically, and if you said we got a 6 alongside him, a destroyer alongside him, I'm more than happy to do that. But if he's coming in to be the sole midfielder, I don't think it would work. Similarly, I don't think he's going to be amazing if Arsenal sign him. I don't think he's the type of profile they need. I think he's quite similar to some of the players they've already got as well.
First.
I think.
So sorry, go on, bro.
No. Okay.
No, I was just going to ask. Do you? It looks like we've all signed one. Who would you put your money on that we actually go and buy?
Check Doucouré.
If we ever, firstly, Tom Little would never hear the end of it, and secondly, I'd be devastated.
Remember when they put 80 mil on his head, and fans were saying we should sign that, brother, after 6 months? That's crazy.
We were desperate then, though, innit?
Yeah,
we were a desperate fan base.
Flacco looked like he'd been shot in the kneecaps. Big up the Hoover with no bag in it. I don't know. If I had to put my money on one player, I don't know if you agree. I think Adam Wharton's off the table now.
Yeah, I don't think I love Wharton as a player. I really do. I just don't think we have the players around him to get the best out of him. He's like same with Angelo Stiller. If we signed one of those two players from a purely technical standpoint and from the sort of footballers I like to watch, they tick the boxes for me, but I don't think they'd help Liverpool right now. I think they'd probably hurt us at the moment.
Someone in chat just said Angelo Stiller looks like Squidward.
It's your words, not mine.
No, someone in chat said it, not me. I don't know. If I had to put my money on a player, I think who we would sign is probably Lamine Camara. I think looking at him at Lens, we know how data driven the club is. I think someone like that. We love shopping in France as well historically. With Flacco, I think if there's one profile you can sign from the French league, I think oftentimes is a success. I think it's midfielders.
Yeah.
So I think if one it was going to be, I think it'll be Lamine Camara. Although I don't know, I can't remember Donny's name. Plays for Ivory Coast. That young lad in the midfield.
Is it Ole or Oluwele or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. He looks a decent baller, but then again, that was that Donny in the last World Cup, the Moroccan guy.
Amrabat.
Nah, it was Uwani.
Okay, yes.
Remember, everyone was raving about him at last World Cup.
Yeah.
What happened with him? So you got to be careful. But yeah, I think Lamine Camara is probably gonna be the guy for us.
Cheers. We will see. Man.
Yeah. And last question I want to ask you, Cal.
Go for it, brother.
What's your PO box so I can send you some blue magic?
I actually got you're an idiot. I actually got a pen and paper ready as well with the question. What do I have to do to get rid of this truce, bro? I don't want beef anymore because I'm losing. This is a one-sided battle. I'm losing.
It's not beef. It's not beef, brother. It's not beef. Just know I got a couple of gremlins in the back making certain videos.
So hold on. Are these videos of me?
Look, I've got ammo on everyone. The Arsenal is full. No gunner.
But I haven't done anything to you, though.
Yeah, but you don't need to. I'm Batman. I got contingency plans in case shit goes left. Pardon my language.
So basically, if I step out of line, you're dropping videos.
You, Matt, Drift, Hassam, Tom, I got videos on everyone. And Sharif taught me how to do it, so you know they're good.
Wow. So the community is actually banding together now. For bad,
good. I feel like a vigilante. I'm gonna just watch this space. I'm gonna be sprinkling seeds in here and there of certain videos.
Pause. Sprinkling seeds is a pause. That's a yellow card. Bro.
If I was saying I was shooting seeds, that's different. But sprinkling seeds ain't a pause, man.
That's a
VAR overturned it, man. We need to stop with this pause culture. Some of the stuff
it's never gonna stop. We have to. This is how we keep you lot in check.
Nah, you can't control the hairline.
We know, bro.
Yeah, man.
We know. True Don. Who else is there? Troy, Imran. Yeah, you guys are uncontrollable.
Yeah, Heskey. I got videos for Ram as well, but he knows not to talk. I've shushed him a few times.
Yeah, Ram said he's not going to start any trouble with you the other day to me. So
yeah, look, I don't want to be. I'm a friendly guy. People shouldn't be scared of me. I just stay in line. Let's have a lovely time. It's a great community. Just don't say nothing crazy against me, and videos won't be leaked to the press.
So we're cool then now, yeah.
Yeah, check your DMs. I got something for you as well on Twitter.
Cool.
Because I got a video of man like Megamind that I'm sending you away.
Where are you sending it to me, on Twitter or Insta?
Which is better? Which one's better for you?
Probably Insta.
I'll send you an Insta. All right,
cool.
Look up for Matt's hairline on Insta. I got socials. Every social is Matt's hairline. I'll wake up and I am Matt's hairline.
You're mad. You're actually mad. I'm gonna do that, bro. Yeah. Always a pleasure, my bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. Get used to seeing me more as well, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's good. I like that.
No worries, man.
Big up, brother.
I'm gonna stay in chat as well, so I'm gonna make sure you ain't saying nothing crazy.
No.
Yeah, man. All right. Respect to the callers, man. And respect to Follicle Sanderson group.
No, brother, it's Fenway Sanderson. We're not gonna do that. We're not.
Oh, what? Follicle Scarcity group. I see what it is.
You're lucky I can't even respond. Cool, you win, man. You win.
Appreciate it.
All right, big up, brother. You take it easy.
Thank you, man. You too.
Big up Matt's hairline, the person who cannot be bought with online. We're not running with the Follicle Sanderson group, by the way. If that catches on, then I'm just gonna start banning people. Like I think you've seen by now, my beard is picking up. I'm not gonna have you lot disrespect me. I'm not saying I've got the best beard in the game, but I'm top 3 in my opinion. So I'm just gonna leave that there. CJ, I just saw you in the background say top 3 and start laughing, bro. What are we doing there? You guys know I can see you in the background, yeah. Wow. Okay. I see it. Right, gotta get the next caller on. Nathan, you there, bro?
Hey, Carl, what's up?
Not too bad, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Yo, man. I've been looking to get into Kop-Ish for years, man. I've been following you guys for years, for like 6 years, I think.
Appreciate, man. Appreciate.
Yeah. Big up for the work that you guys are doing. It's a pity that the other guys are not here. So, you get.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's been a bit rough all day in this. I don't want to put him out on blast, but it's Matt's Nan's birthday as well. So big up to Matt's Nan, and hope Drift gets a bit better as well.
Okay, surely. Anyways, first of all, okay, I know the topic is about which midfielder we should sign. Okay, in my own opinion, I feel like it might be a bit controversial in terms of what I'm gonna say, but Alex Scott from Bournemouth.
Interesting.
Since Ariola is the manager, man, I feel like, yeah, man, he's got energy, he's got intensity. We need workhorses in midfield. If we take a look back at Klopp's era, it was, yeah, man, we had workhorses in that midfield, and his ball retention is also very good. You get me? So if we're to, I don't know, if he was to have like better players around him, I believe that is going to be a pop in midfield. I believe it's going to be a pop in midfield. And yeah, man. Next question. I don't know if it's a question or I just want your opinion. I don't know if I'm from South Africa, by the way. Hey.
Oh, big up, bro.
Yeah. I'm from South Africa, by the way. I don't know if you know of the young defender Mbegezeli Mbogazi.
No, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
he plays in the MLS for Chicago Fire, man. That guy is a talent, man. That guy is a talent. I don't think he's gonna stay more than 6 months in that league because he
Sorry,
just made
you.
it.
What did you say his name was, bro?
Mbegezeli Mbogazi, or Mbogazi is in like
MBO.
Mbokazi.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Yeah, he's the best, man. He's the best. And apparently in the MLS is the most, like, he's got the most fan engagement out of any player in the MLS, more than Messi, more than all the superstars that went there. He's something else. He's 20 years of age. He's a beast, Carl. He's a beast, like literally a beast. You get me? And yeah.
What do you think? Again, I'm putting you on the spot here, bro. So forgive me.
Okay.
And feel free, everyone in the chat, to jump in with this on as well. What is it why MLS players aren't really picked up by European teams early on in their careers? Because you would have thought that they've got some of the most athletic players. I think Freeman was available. The right back for USA was available in a free at one stage. I can't remember if he moved to Roma or another Italian team. But what do you think it is why these players aren't getting to Europe much quicker, or in some cases at all?
I'll probably maybe like to think maybe the league is too easy. It's way too open.
Okay.
If you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. In a sense of there's a lot of space because I occasionally watch the MLS here and there. You get me? Way too open. It's way too open. Hence, I think European teams tend to be a bit skeptical in terms of picking those players up. You get me? But when it comes to this guy, he was the youngest captain in one of the biggest teams in South Africa, Orlando Pirates. I'm not sure if
I know Orlando Pirates.
yeah. He's the youngest captain. Captain Orlando Pirates at 19. The whole country, take into consideration that South Africa is a country that mostly supports attackers, but the fact that this guy is a defender, he has to say something about him. Like, he's literally the best talent the country has produced in probably the last 20 years since Lucas Hadebe, the one that used to play for Leeds.
Yeah, I remember Lucas Radebe.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, the whole country was kind of mad why he went to the MLS instead of going straight to Europe. You get me? So, yeah, man, those are the questions that I had. And I don't know if you want me to get into the World Cup.
It's completely up to you, bro. If you want to speak about it, we can speak about it.
Okay. Like, why do you think the World Cup is a bit easier this year, man? You see all these superstars are scoring all these goals. Like Dembele today, he scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
You know, Mbappe, even though he didn't score, but he's scoring pretty much every single game. The likes of Messi, Vini is shining now. Like, all these superstars are shining. Like, what do you think might be like the actual? I don't know if my English is correct. Forgive me if I tend to make a mistake with words, but
no, it's all right, bro.
Yeah, man. Why do you think that's the case in terms of it being easy? Because the current state of football was quite a bit defensive, boring, and all of that. But all of a sudden, in this World Cup, everything just opened up, and people are scoring goals for
Shall I
fun.
be completely transparent and open with you? I think that.
Yeah.
I'll be transparent and open with you. They added an extra 16 teams. Not to disrespect any of those nations or countries, but those 16 teams wouldn't have been in the World Cup. It was still 32. So therefore, they have effectively lowered the standard of the group stages, which I think probably lends to where they can allow these top teams to have their players maybe score more goals in the group stages and have more of those top teams go through into the knockout stages to keep the viewership and all of that. Obviously, it's a money grab from FIFA as well. I mean, the extra teams. But at the same time, if I'm going to be speaking from a fan standpoint, I am also happy for those countries who would never have had a chance to get in the World Cup. It was 32 teams to actually go and experience it. Like, obviously, everyone knows I wanted Jamaica to be there, and they weren't able to make it. But teams like Curacao and teams that never would have had a sniff before, I can't be mad at that. I can't be like to the pride of being able to represent your nation and all that. Like, I can only feel happy and proud for those countries and those players. But from a footballing standpoint, I think them being in it, and not just Curacao, obviously, but it has lowered the standard in the group stages. But I think we'll start to see the standard pick up now the knockout stages is happening.
Okay, I do get your point. But obviously, as someone that is from Africa, I would say that most African teams are doing quite well, though, like very, very, very well compared to previous years. Would you say maybe the gap has reduced between European teams and teams from other parts of the world?
Absolutely, because you're getting more players from Africa and these nations now playing in European leagues. So your Manes, your Yan Diamondes, and all these players who, whether they play currently in Europe or they have played a vast majority of their careers in Europe, you're seeing it now. In the same way, you could argue the Joga Bonita teams of the past, Brazil, for example, they now have a lot of they've adapted more of a European style because a lot of their players play in Europe. So it goes both ways. The teams who were maybe weaker back in the day because they didn't have any players in Europe are now stronger, but teams who didn't tend to rely on being in Europe before and now maybe playing a more reserved style of football rather than the eye-catching stuff.
I get your point. True. Oh, thanks for having me, Kall. Hey,
pleasure, bro. Thanks for calling in, man.
Sure.
Appreciate you, bro. You take care.
Take care as well.
Nice one. Big up to Nathi. Great questions, great conversation there. All right, getting our next caller in. Abdelaziz, how you doing, my bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, bro. How are you keeping?
I'm keeping good. Alhamdulillah, like I say, man. You know, we're just chilling. Just came back from work. You know, just want to chat from my old pal Cal.
Where you based it? Whereabouts in America you based?
I'm in the DC area.
So what's the
DC. So I'm like in the border between Virginia and DC.
So what time is it where you are now then?
It's a little past 6. I don't know exactly.
So 5 hours ahead of you.
Yeah. Right now for the US game, we did I went to the fan zone thing and it was crazy, bro.
Oh, sick.
Oh yeah.
Are you an MMA
some
fan?
Nice football too, by the way. We're playing some US, yeah.
No, you have been. You've been playing well.
Yeah.
Like even a Turkey game, really entertaining game. I caught the highlights for that. I got to ask you the question because obviously it was recent, and forgive me for my geography. Are you an MMA fan? A UFC fan?
No.
Oh, so you wouldn't have been. Was there a big buzz in the
the funny thing about you know the funny thing about the MMA? I went to watch the US game, right? And I think there was a press conference for MMA in DC. So we ran into that by accident.
Yeah, that's like the biggest press conference. It was for the White House.
Yeah, it's right in front. Yeah, so we ran into that. And that crowd was loud, bro. Oh my God, bro. Like I thought it was the game. So I was like, yo, like I was like asking people, like I noticed nobody's wearing the kit. So I'm like, am I the only one wearing a US kit in this area?
Yeah, it was
and then
loud.
we had to walk like and in America we say like 3 miles. I don't know if you can do the calculation there. It was
about
a long
5
walk.
kilometers, I think.
Yeah. So we had to walk there to go to the US game. The thing. Yeah, it was crazy, man. But yeah, it was lit. It was a good time, and trust me, that walk to watch that game because we watched the Paraguay game. That was worth it. That was worth it. My feet were killing me. You know, like when your feet hurt and it starts to pulsate a little bit.
Yeah, I've been there. I've had to walk from Anfield to the train station a couple of times because of traffic and stuff. Yeah,
that's a dream walk.
I tell you when. Parade day, when we went to the parade, we were pretty much on our feet for the whole time we were there. That was rough. Like I remember we got on the first train, and you know when you sit down, your body just like it catches up with what's actually been going on. Then the second train was bad, and then I had to drive back from the train station home, and I was just like, it was rough. I literally had to put all the windows down in the car.
Yeah, it was all again.
Every single day.
Yeah. I wanted to go too, but I wasn't able to get some vacation time for me to go to because I want to experience going to Anfield. That's a dream of mine. Like I want to go to
Yeah,
the UK, want to experience Anfield. You want to experience the atmosphere. I want to hear the song because I'm not gonna lie, I tear up every time it turns on the TV.
yeah. It's
That
humbling, man.
song, bro. Oh my god, bro. It
That's
is
what I'm saying.
emotional.
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
I
lie.
don't take for granted being in the UK and being able to get out to Anfield and stuff like that,
Mm,
because I know so many international fans who haven't been able to. But
yeah,
if God willing, one day you'll be able to, man.
inshallah.
You'll love it. You'll absolutely
Yeah,
love it.
inshallah.
Beautiful, man.
Hopefully, inshallah. Yeah. Now, midfielder wise,
Yeah.
short answer, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Because it looks like the Yan Diomande deal is taking up a lot of our time, and we haven't been able to make any contact with any midfielders. So that's why you'll see some loose links with Kamara. You'll see some loose links with Boadi. You're gonna see
Yeah.
some loose links here and there, but we're
Mm.
not gonna get anything serious until we sort out this Diomande situation. That's kind of how I see it.
Okay.
Because right now, you said like if you put your money on who we can sign, you really can't.
Yeah.
Like if you really think about it, you really can't. Like I have my preferences, and I'm like you. I want Wharton. I want that baller in the midfield. I want to
Mm.
see Thiago again. Reincarnation Thiago.
Yeah.
Let's be real, bro. We need that type of player, bro. Because when we had that type of player, we went for a quad.
Oh, I miss Thiago.
Yeah, bro. You want a bunch of runners there, bro? Hey, I'm not for that, bro.
Excuse me.
Bring me Warren. Put Zobos that make him run around like an idiot, and let's go. Because like, if you really think about it, right?
Mm.
Who's really progressing the ball in our team if
I
we don't
said
have
this
that
earlier.
player? Yeah. Yeah,
I
because
said this.
like we only have one center back. Well, Van Dijk always likes to do that little switch.
Mm.
The other center back, Jackie, we don't really know much about. It looks like he's going to be our starting center back next season. Our fullbacks are not really progressors. Remember when we tried to do that with Kirk last season, how that worked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know who we're getting in right back. I think we're getting that guy from La Liga. I don't know what his name is.
I don't even know if we'll get it right back. I'm going to be honest.
That's a separate issue. We'll unpack that when we get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We need to get a right back. By the way, this is not. I'm not doing this with Bradley, bro. I'm done, bro. Like, how many injuries does he need to get for us to be done with him?
Yeah. I feel my heart goes out to Bradley. It really
Me
does.
too, bro.
I hear it. I do hear it.
Yeah. Hey, I love Bradley. He's a fan. Like he's not just a guy who came out for academy. He's a legitimate fan. But like,
Yeah.
bro, like he can't handle this, bro. Because like the intensity of the Premier League is so hard, and
Yeah.
there's the most running is done on that side. The most running. If you notice, every time we get attacked on that side consistently for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
saying, that's where the most running has been happening in the Prem because a lot of the teams have a stronger left winger than they do have a right winger. So there's like a lot of running going on that side though. That's why
Yeah.
I want Coyote, bro. I'm done with this BS, bro. Get me Coyote from Brentford and let him just run around, just so we can be done with that area. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I am.
Let me ask you a question then, just to go back to your previous point. I rate Coyote as well. But if we do get Coyote and we have a back four of Coyote, Jacquet, Virgil, Frimpong, Virgil, Kirkes, how do we get the ball into midfield on a regular basis from those guys?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want Wharton. That's why I want
But
Wharton.
then if you've got Wharton, I don't think Szoboszlai is defensively switched on enough to.
Yeah, we'll coach him, bro. It's fine, bro. Yeah, we'll coach him. Brother, like if you limited his job to just being defensive and trying to win back the ball, I think he'll be a lot better. Yes, he's not ideal, but he can do a job, in my opinion.
I think you limit his game.
But for me, he's almost like he's good at boss crashing with the shots and that outside of the foot cross. I like that. I like the way he crosses the ball from outside the box. So if we give him that task and try to win the ball back, I think we're limiting what he needs to do in the pitch. Because if you give him too much to do, he sometimes loses focus and all that. And if you put him in charge of progression, he tends to lose the ball a lot, if you notice.
First, yeah.
Yeah, so like if we just use Szoboszlai solely as our legs in midfield, I think we can get the best out of him this way. That's kind of how I see it. I don't know if you agree with me or no.
No, I hear what you're saying. Me personally, if we were to get Wharton, I think I'd want someone next to him like a Manu Kone or someone like that who.
By the way, Kone I'll buy. By the way, I'll straight up buy him. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've been asking us to get Kone for about 4 years now. I don't know
what for like 35 million, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
That's the easiest transfer we could have made.
I think if we got him before the World Cup, we could have got him for that value. I think his value has now gone up after the World Cup.
Well, to be honest with you, he's not like a hot name, so maybe we could get him cheaper.
I think he will be by the end of the World Cup.
You think he's gonna be starting now for like France? Like
He
like
could
today he
be.
played very well. Today he played very
Yeah,
well alongside
kid's
Chouameni.
great, man. He's such a good footballer. He can do 6, he can do 8, he can shoot. Like he's just a complete.
And his dribbling is really good, by the way. His
Yeah,
dribbling,
very
the way he holds up the ball, he's nice.
yeah.
He's a nice little player. I'll buy him, bro. I'm very pissed off that we're not even linked with Chouameni. Like
With
just a
who, sorry?
loose link, Chouameni.
Yeah,
Chouameni.
Man United are linked with him heavier than we are.
Bro, like that's annoying. I don't want to see that link, bro. Every time I open up my phone.
Yeah,
I'm like, nah. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I also like Grammarish, by the way. I don't agree with Matt's hairline. I think he worked very well with us.
Here's the thing. This is where I go into a bit of a cynical phase here. Bruno Gomes turns 29 in November. I've been told to shut my mouth when it comes to Bowen because he's 29. Are we good with a 29-year-old midfielder, or are we not?
Oh, I do disagree. I think he's very combative.
Oh
He
no,
does get about.
Bruno's
Oh yeah,
quality.
he roughs
Bruno's
people up
quality.
in the midfield. Oh yeah. But like, if you're that good, like right now, would you take Rodri? He's 29.
Who? Rodgers? Did you say?
Rodri, yeah.
Oh, Rodri. Oh, no.
He's 29 too.
But the mileage
Come
and the
on,
injuries he's
Cal.
had.
I know you, bro.
Rodri's honestly, I know he's a Man City player and a Man City legend. Rodri is one of my. He's such a me type player. Like I'm a like Busquets and Rodri. They're my type of players. Xabi Alonso's and Toni Kroos's. I wouldn't know, only because of the injuries. He's had so many injuries, and he's been running to the ground by Man
Yeah,
City.
I hear that, but yeah, he's 29. But like, see, look, Grimash doesn't have that as much injuries as he does.
No, he doesn't.
He's the profile that we actually need, like somebody who's good on the ball and good defensively. Like he covers both.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if the only thing is wrong with his age, I understand. Like because like we won't buy him because of his age. Like the club that we support. Liverpool won't buy him.
Apparently, we did inquire. Apparently,
okay. I think we were interested for him for a while, right?
Who, Bruno?
I think like 2 years ago we wanted to buy him off of Newcastle for like 100 million.
No, so apparently we wanted to buy him before he went to Newcastle. I can't remember what the story was. I don't know if it was. The rumors are and I say rumors because it came out. The fact was that we wanted to move on Henderson and bring him in as one of the players.
Oh my god!
True or not, but I don't know. But look, this is where again it goes to scouting. You could have got Bruno G a couple of years ago for what 25 mil, and you'd have been cool. So
yeah. That's the thing. Like that's my issue. Like we don't act fast. Like right now we want to buy a Salah replacement, and we're potentially gonna spend way over than we need to on a player that's unproven. And we're in this situation because we haven't caught Olise or Krava when they were 60 mil. By the way, you said Olise and Krava could have been bought with the price that we're about to pay for Diomande.
Don't, bro. Don't.
No, but that's on our board, bro. They haven't taken care of this.
Yeah.
Now we have to bite the bullet, bro. We can't say nothing. We can't say Diomande is not good enough because we don't know. Yeah. And we can't say anybody else because the market doesn't look that great when it comes to wingers.
No, it's not.
Yeah. But he does look like a talent. I do like Diomande. Like for me, I agree with you on the creativity. I think we need one winger that can take on his man. The other one, I want him somebody a bit more creative. I like that idea, by the way. I like that dynamic. For me, I had a wild suggestion. I don't know if you agree with me or not. I wanted Rodgers to play off the left.
Morgan Rodgers?
Yeah. I love Morgan Rodgers as a player.
Rodgers is good. I feel like I don't know. It's a tricky one because he had a really good season for Villa off the left.
Yeah.
Rodgers,
imagine having him alongside Verts, bro. Or feeding Isaac. Oh.
Yeah, I hear it. It's not. I don't think it's a terrible shout. I'd prefer Barcola type winger.
But like, I don't think Barcola's as creative as Rodgers. That's the thing. Like, I like players who can cross the ball also. Like, not only that can do the intricate passes through the lines, who can also cross the ball like Olise. You know what I'm saying? Because Olise started out as a 10, by the way. People don't know this.
Elise would have been so perfect, man. Elise and Karate.
We could have bought him for 60 million. We could have played him alongside Salah, and then we could have put Elise in the 10, Salah on the right, and we probably would have won the league that season.
I know. Elise and Kavitska, those are the two
Those are the ones that got away.
Yeah, I lose, especially Kavitska when we were linked with him. I thought we were about to
No, that's
complete.
on you, bro. That's your fault, bro.
I know. Do you know what? I've all the cow curse stuff. I actually do take blame for that one. I was moving crazy.
You brought your babies in there,
know,
bro. Come on, bro. Why?
I was moving mad. That one I take full responsibility. That one, I don't. That's the cow curse thing. I will never argue. That Kavitska one.
Bro. I'll be honest with you. I was up there with you, bro, celebrating when I was watching. I'm gonna admit this to you, bro. You know, this is free, bro. I was up there. I was screaming alongside with your baby.
But that 24 hours there, I was like, yeah.
Oh my god, that was the best 24 hours ever, bro. Oh my god, bro. You guys, first of all, when we get these big links, you and Monts class. That stream, bro, it's just a joy to watch. I hate that the curse comes right after. But
me and Monts, we bring the worst out in each other, innit?
Yeah, but it's magic, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's magic, bro. As a viewer, on behalf of your subscribers, we appreciate it, but we don't appreciate what happens after.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like art, you know what I'm saying? The way you guys are like especially the Caicedo one when Mons was up there, he just yelling, it's like they call us for our prize.
That Caicedo one, man, that's holding me for life.
Yeah. Yo, those 2 days of streaming was quality, bro. And then like the week after that was terrible.
Dark after that. The week after that was
dark. I was afraid to turn on YouTube after that. I got scared.
So was I. I was afraid to come onto YouTube.
Yeah, big up to you, by the way, man. Able to get through all of that, man. Yeah, but like a long story short, like I think we'll get more clear answers after we get the Monday deal done. Yeah, it looks like we have to wait because Elijah want to play hardball with this kid, bro. I don't know why, bro. But they're doing the most.
Yeah, I don't blame him. We got to get the most out of the buying club, man. We do the same.
Yeah, but like I think they're kind of taking the piss, to be honest with you.
No, of course they are, but it's what they do. I'll be honest. If I was in Leipzig shoes, I'd be doing the exact same. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because like I think they're kind of taking advantage of the media hyping him up like that. I think he's good, but I don't think he's as good as what everybody say he is. Like I think his one-on-one ability, amazing.
Yeah.
Like he can take on players for fun.
Yeah.
Like he dribbles past them, besides them. He does all the neats and tricks. His final ball, that needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. That final ball, that final pass, and the finish and all that. Yeah, hopefully Guardiola, when he gets his hands on him, he can make him real nice. You know what I'm saying? Because he's that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he can improve the tactics. Yeah,
he does coach.
Yeah. So man,
we'll see, man.
Yeah, big up, man. That's sorry if I hold up the line. Sorry.
No, don't be
big up to you. It's always been a
man.
pleasure talking to you. It's been amazing. God bless you, man. All right, big up.
Bless you, bro. Take care, my brother.
Take care.
Big up Abdelaziz. If you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Right. He was ridiculing me when I said my beard's top 3. I don't know, because me and CJ, we've always been cool. So I don't know what I did. We're about to bring CJ on now. CJ, bro, what was the laughing and like you look disgusted when I said top 3. Yours is clean as well, but I think I'm up there. What am I?
Mine has to be clean, bro. I'm bald, bro. It has to. If I ain't got my beard, I got nothing, bro. But yeah, no, man. Yours needs a bit of work, man. I could send you some tips, man. Don't worry. Yeah, man. No, I just thought I'd jump on, man. I'm at work, man. I was about to go through a 12-hour shift and then finish at 7 in the morning.
Oh,
I'm about to walk down 25 flights of stairs, but I'm gonna be sweating, bro.
Big you up, man.
No, man, but big up you, man. Big up Kop-Ish, man. I love the work you lot are doing, man.
Thank you, bro.
Obviously, I'm always here. I don't always interact with the chat, but I'm always here. Definitely. I was in the chat yesterday when you done vibes with Kop-Ish with Jamie, man. And that's becoming one of my favorite shows on YouTube.
That's a crazy show.
Yeah. Jamie's diabolical, man. He's diabolical. But yeah, if we're talking about midfielders, there's like 5 that catch my eye. One of them is not really the flavor of the month, as I say. Like João Gomez, I've always loved João Gomez, like from Wolves. Like he's technically gifted. He's not a slouch. I wouldn't say he's McAllister level slouch, but he's like he can move about, and I think he could dictate the play. Kone, I've loved Kone for years. Ever since there was like it was like big in the news that Liverpool were linked with Kone and Turam,
Yeah.
Kefren Turam. I always wanted Kone. Obviously Boadi. I watch French League and Premier League, so I think that the French League translates towards the Premier League the best, in my opinion.
Agree.
And I've been watching Boadi for the best part of 2 years now. And he's just everything. I won't say he's everything we need, but he will be a great addition to our squad. Great addition. I love Soboslai, but we need someone that can actually play under pressure. Soboslai, when he plays under pressure, he has a nosebleed. He don't know what to do.
Yeah, he can be
He's good at getting. He's good at getting around the field. He's good at, obviously, he's long shots and he's shooting. I don't know how he does it, right? It's ridiculous. He's shooting, but Nemecha. I've watched a few Dortmund games because obviously Klopp with Dortmund. I resonate with Dortmund a lot, and I feel like we always get linked with some Dortmund players, but we never go for them. So it's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's weird that, isn't it?
It is weird because we're always linked. There's always one article or two articles that come out, and then you get excited and you hear nothing about it again, and it's just like, other than that, probably Nemecha, Buadi, Joe Gomez, Kone, and that's about it. To be fair, that's probably it. I'm Sangari or Kamara. Either one of them two is okay because I've watched Lens a lot. Like Lens had an unbelievable season last season.
Yeah.
They were killing it. Obviously, PSG wins it every year, but other than that, they were dominating teams. Any of them two, I think I'll be happy with if we get two. One, I'm gonna be a bit. One will be okay, but if we keep Jones, I don't want to lose Jones. McAllister, I love him, but I don't care. I really don't care no more. Like as long as we get a 60 mil for him, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with him. But
so if I was to say to you right now, you have to pick two out of the names you've said, who would they be?
Two.
But we keep Jones. Let's say we keep Jones. We lose Endo.
Okay, we keep Jones. Kone's definitely. Kone's my top. Kone's top. So I would say Kone, and it will either be Buadi or João Gomez because I feel like João Gomez offers things that a lot of them other midfielders that I mentioned don't offer.
Yeah.
So like he's technically gifted with the ball. He can progress the ball. He might not be the best progressor of the ball, but he's got an eye for a pass. He's a work rate. He's a dog in the midfield. I would say Kone and João Gomez will be my top picks, I reckon. Don't get me wrong, if we get Boadi and João Gomez, I would be happy with that too. But if you told me gun to your head, pick now, it would definitely be Kone and João Gomez, 100%.
One thing I will say, just off the back of what you're saying, bro, you see, we sat here and we've spoken about the right wing market being quite stinky at the moment, and that's probably the reason we're all in on Monday.
I actually
think we're gonna get back to that then. We're definitely gonna get back to that. I actually think the midfielder market is very good. Like I don't think some of the names are like big names or household names, but I think the midfielder market's very, very good at the moment.
It is, but do you know what the problem is, Carl, with like obviously we all love football YouTube and we all love the fan channels and that, but people only talk about the flavor of the months. People don't actually go and watch a game. Like, or you might watch a game, but you're only watching a game for the flavor of the month. You know what I'm saying? So people are going to be watching Morocco now just for Boadi, but they might miss another midfielder in the midfield, or people are going to be watching France for Tchouaméni and they won't take notice of Kone. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's just like there's so many decent midfielders out there. So many decent midfielders out there. And Liverpool, we don't need, I wouldn't say we need a lot of, we've still got very, very good talent in our squad. Like, we're very, very good talent in our squad. But we just need a few additions. We need a squad. That's the problem. We need a squad. The level from our starting 11 is probably up here. As subs, if they can come down a little bit, as long as they add. You know what I'm saying? As long as they add, we're going to be trying to go on all fronts, and hopefully Iriola can get. We've seen Iriola do with Bournemouth. Like, it's ridiculous what he's done with Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And I actually can't wait to watch him play, man. I'm fed up of the World Cup already. It does my head in. I've never really been a national. I've really never been like a national, like fan. Like
Yeah.
England, we've always got the talent, but we just don't. We don't work, man. It just
Mm.
it happens all the time, man. But yeah, man. I feel like people need to actually go and watch games and stop fixating on the flavor of the month players. Like
Yeah.
there are actually so many good ballers out there. It's unbelievable, man.
Facts. So
Like
before I
even Drifty, sorry, bro. Even Drifty,
bro.
like with Anana, even with Drifty and Anana's a quality player, but I'm just very skeptical about his injury record.
Yeah,
That's
same.
literally it.
Same. So before I let you go, bro, why not Dear Monday? What you got?
See, look, Diamonde, yeah. I've see Liverpool. Liverpool have never run their club with like every year you're spending 100 million on players. Don't get me wrong, Wirtz, massive talent. Isak was arguably the second best striker in the world, maybe, and in the league at the time that we got him. Like everyone wanted him.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that because that's for the future and that's for now. Isak's the win now striker. And we've got Ekatike as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Diamonde, I've watched him a bit. I don't watch too many Bundesliga, but the games that I've watched him, even in the World Cup, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by him. He's got a janky touch. His passing's very average. Don't get me wrong. He's pace and power. And he does do the dog work as well. Like, but he's just I think I've heard you say it before. Actually, he's like a horrible version of Semenyo. Like that. That is it.
You're gonna get me crashed out on the chat. I never said a horrible version. You're actually gonna get me thrown me under the bus.
Like, all right. I think you said he's like Semenyo from 2 years ago. Let me correct myself. Yeah, don't crash out on him, chat, bro. Fuck yeah, no. Yeah, but I'm not really impressed with Semenyo either. Like they're just they're very basic footballers to me. Like me right now, if they said you can obviously exclude Barcola because I feel like a lot of people like Barcola. But I'm happy with Munoz and Rio on the left. Yeah, I'm happy with that. As when Ekatike comes back, he can, as long as we keep Gakpo. If we keep Gakpo, I'm happy with them three. Yeah, Gakpo, Munoz, and Rio. I would go and get. I don't know. I'm gonna go get Bowen and Somerville. I'll get both of them for the right.
The Somerville one. You had me at
No,
Bowen,
no,
bro.
no.
You had me in the
No.
first half, bro.
No, do you know why? Because it's either Somerville or I watched a lot of, as I said, I watch a lot of League One. Kop-Ish is a baller, yeah, and I would go get him, but he's more like an inside forward sort of like midfielder, creator sort of thing. Like, don't get me wrong, he's technically gifted, but Somerville and Bowen on the right, I think that will be great. And if we was gonna get someone from the team, I would rather Nusa over Diamonde.
You're saying stuff I've wanted to say, but I can't say because of the crash out.
Yeah, well, I don't have a YouTube channel, mate, so I'm all right.
And I'll be clear though. I do like Diamonde. I just
no, so do I. But the price, Cal, man, it's just like there's gonna be so much pressure on a 19-year-old kid's head. Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know how he's gonna deal with it, and he could prove me wrong. He can come here and he can be electric. He can do what everyone expects him to do. But if it don't, it's another 130 mil not down the drain, but it's just like 130 mil there when we could have bought 2 players and bolstered the squad.
Yeah.
You know, I would even take Bowen and Nusa over Diamonde. But I don't know if Nusa can play on the right. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if he can.
The only thing I have with Nusa that worries me is his injuries as well. I think he's got some sort of I think it's a chronic hip or knee injury that he keeps on getting hit with.
I didn't even know about that. See,
when he's fit, he's so good.
Yeah, man, he is so good. Like, and Bowen, West Ham's my local team, innit? Yeah, so I'm from East London. West Ham's my local team.
Yeah.
And I tend to watch West Ham a lot. And Bowen has been so consistent in the league, but just because he plays for West Ham, and his name's Jared Bowen. Yeah. That is it. If his name was Bowen Dino, bro, everyone will be on him.
I know. I've been saying this, bro.
That's it, man. But fucking,
I'll let you go. But
yeah, bro. I need to ask you one question as well. You know, I need to ask you one question, and I don't want you to pussy out from this, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But take yourself out of the equation. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Go
other
on.
two Kopish boys. Yeah. Tom and Hussam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the best ball knowledge?
Ooh. You're trying to get me in beef and cancelled at the same time.
I've got my
oh,
answer. I've got my answer. To be fair.
Who's got the best ball knowledge? Out of Tom,
And this
Griffey?
don't mean that anyone's got shit ball knowledge.
No,
Let me
of
just
course
clarify
not,
that.
of course
Yeah.
not.
Let me just clarify that.
That's a really tricky one for me. Ooh, I actually don't know, because I think this is the nature of the beast. We all say stuff and 50% of it's good, 50% of it's bad. Like one minute I'll say,
100%.
yeah, we should go and get Cavara from Napoli, and the next minute I'll
Yeah.
say we should go and get Ugarte. So it's like,
Yeah.
like
100%.
I know I mess up a
100%.
lot in it.
Yeah, we're all human, man. We all have mad takes, to be fair. It's just you
Do you
lot
know
are in
what?
front of the camera. That's it.
Yeah.
These
This
are
is a
all
tough
very
one.
equal, though. These are all very equal.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. These are all very equal. Like your memory is crazy. Like my memory don't work like that. I gotta see something or something's gotta spark my memory and then I'll
Yeah.
remember stuff. But you, it's like you can just someone could tell you a game and you're like, yeah, blah, so and so scored, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it scares me sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think it's like it's just built in me. Pause. Do you know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet. I might say I'm gonna probably say Matt. I think
Okay.
and the reason I say that, I think Matt is more analytical in his thinking than what me and Drifty are. I think me and Drift can be a bit emotional sometimes when it
Yeah,
comes to
Drifty is
players.
definitely the most emotional, but that's how he
Yeah.
is.
I can be
Drifty's
like
like
that
me
as
in a
well, man.
sense. Yeah, in a sense, Drifty's like me. If when Liverpool are doing bad, we disconnect from football, man. It's like we disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm like that as well. Like I'll always watch Liverpool, but I'll just disconnect. I won't
Yeah.
watch no rival YouTube fan content if Liverpool are not doing well.
I don't think people realize just how much me and Matt actually had to convince Drifty to do the last few games of the season.
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, that's mad.
Like literally, there was one time I was driving back from picking up my little ones from my mother-in-law's, and I called Drift. And when I tell you, the phone ran out for long, and he picked up the phone finally, and I Drift, you good? And he's like, Cal, don't make me do the watch long. So I was like, bro, what do you mean don't make you? Like, we've got a job to do. He's like, Cal, please. I was like, bro, I'm running late. I've just picked up the kids. I'm stuck in traffic. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to start without me. He's like, just
Drift,
don't speak
we all
to me
know
until
Drift was in M&S then, bro. He was getting his cookies in M&S.
Yeah. Adding to his shares, innit?
Yeah, bro. Or he was getting his double coated tissue, bro.
Yeah.
That's what he's getting.
But no, I'd probably go.
Yeah,
in
go on. I was
order.
saying you don't have to answer it now, you know. You can think through it
No,
through the
I'll
whole
go, I'll
show.
go Matt.
It's up to you.
I'll say Matt. I'm gonna take myself out of this. Matt, Drifty. Tom Hassam.
Is it, yeah? So
Yeah.
Matt first.
Matt, but they're all very close.
Yeah. Mine is, yeah. I think Tom's got the best ball knowledge out of everyone.
He might do.
Yeah, it's very close, as I said, but I just like he gets bantered a lot, innit? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like some people don't take him serious. But I would say Tom, you and Hassan are very close. Matt's close behind. Drifty's close, but I think just because he's emotional, he'll have to go last for me. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair play, bro. Thanks for having me on, man. I'm going to walk down
Thank
20
you, man.
flights of
Appreciate it,
stairs,
bro.
bro.
Don't try not to work too hard, man, and get home safe in the morning.
Stop being a prefect, bro, with your spreadsheets, bro. That was me that actually said that yesterday, bro. Big up, man. Yeah, bro.
Appreciate
Big
you,
up, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm gonna carry on watching the show anyway, man.
Thank you, my bro.
Big up.
Appreciate
Big
it,
up, bro.
Take care, brother.
Big up.
This is why I love these calling shows, man. People we see in the chat for years, we get to speak to, man. It's humbling. Big up to each and every one of you guys in the chat as well. CJ, I saw what you said about biting the pause, and yeah, I'm gonna stop saying it now. Yeah. It's a bit of a mad one when you break it down like that. So I'm gonna stop saying it. Yeah, crazy. Big up CJ. Big up to all the callers previously. Right, gonna get on our next caller. One of the best ball knowledge in the game. Also, always test me on my knowledge as well. The Sedi. Welcome to the show, my bro.
How's it?
Come on, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm cold, but I'm over the moon, man. Obviously, we qualified for the round of 32 the other day. You know what I'm saying? I'm too hyped, man. And I was funny enough, I was actually watching the West Indies game now. You guys actually had a very solid day two. You trailed by about 75 wickets in hand. Pretty solid, pretty good.
The fact that you're using cricket to try and big up the West
Yes,
Indies.
sir.
I wanted us to be at the World Cup. That's what I really wanted. I really wanted us to be at the World
Soon, bro. Next time, bro.
Yeah, I keep on hearing that, bro. I've been hearing that since 1998. I need to see it happen now. How you been, though, man?
Yeah, man. I've been good, man. I've been watching you guys. That crazy heat wave across Europe. I'm freezing, bro. It is cold.
For a second, bro. You better. I think you better have trousers on, bro. Or he's gonna turn.
I would never be put like it like that, dog. Don't worry.
Oh man, no. So I'll be real with you. From Monday right through this week has been crazy. So Monday was really hot, but it rained quite heavy on Monday night. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today's slightly cooler, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, crazy.
Bad.
Crazy. So obviously everyone knows I film in my conservatory, right? So the conservatory is mainly glass. That's why I've got this here, because I've got glass literally there. I've got my French doors there. I've got glass all around. And the ceiling is glass as well.
Jesus.
When I tell you, bro, I open the conservatory door during the daytime if I'm not filming, and it feels like you open an oven door. My laptop, I can't leave my laptop in here. My cameras, I can't leave in here, and certain other electricals. I had my portable charger in here, and my portable charger swole up. I can't use it anymore.
Do you have trousers on, bro? Pause.
Yeah.
Wait, jeez.
That's a yellow. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow. So you can't see it, but so literally arm's length. I've got my bottle of water, and as you can see, it's like it's freezing cold. Right there is my fan. I've got a fan full blast on me as well, like that close. And even then, during the day, I bought some screen thing to stop like animals trying to get into the house. If I've got the door open, I've got that. But it's crazy hot.
That's crazy, man.
Crazy hot.
Like, I hope it cools down for you guys, man, because I've been seeing like across Europe, like in Paris, people are passing out and stuff. Like it looks really bad.
Wow. I didn't know it was that bad in Paris as well. But
yeah, it's bad.
Tomorrow it's going to rain, so it should be cooler tomorrow. But when it rains, it gets very humid as well. So it's like do you know what? I'm not gonna complain too much either, because when we get cold weather, it's really cold as well.
You have to pick a struggle at some point, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather it be too hot than too cold, because when it's too cold, it's a bit mad.
Yeah, man, fair enough. Man, I have a lot. I'll try to get over as quick as I can. Let me start with a point about Klopp's teams that leads into my point about the midfielders. I feel like when we look at Pep City teams, it's easy to see like the evolution and all the tactical changes they went, like in terms of when he had like Son and Sterling on the wings, and then they do the center back and fullback thing. Now he's doing the midfield at fullback thing, and the evolution and the change in Pep's teams. I feel like that's clear to see, but I feel like it gets a bit understated that Klopp did something similar. You know, the way we played football in 2017 is not the same way we played football in 2019. It's not the same way we played football in 2022. And I feel like when people talk about like Klopp's midfield, I feel like people ignore the final evolution it went through. So before the rebuild, for me, the Keita signing, because the Keita signing was to me a symbol that Klopp wanted more creativity from the center instead of just the workhorses. And I think it was highlighted even further by the Thiago signing. I think that was really just to say that, look, he wants to play more. He wants more play through the middle. It's not just about the workhorses and pressing and the everything. And I feel like people really, when people say, you know, we want physical midfielders, I feel like people don't register that Trent's gone, and I feel like people have to understand that without Trent, you can't do that. Like, you know, Hendo, Genie, Milner, I love them. It's no disrespect, but how do I say this without getting rushed? They were limited in what they could do on the ball, and it only works because Trent is a 1 in a million right back. Because Trent, you can just skip the second phase. Like he enables you to do that. So with Trent gone, you need ball players in midfield. Like, and I feel like, you know, side notes, it's actually an interesting discussion. If you were to ask 2019 versus 2022 Liverpool, because different players peaked at different times, it's actually, I think a lot of people say 2019 because we had all the success. But if you look at it, I think it's really closer than you think, in my opinion, because, you know, on the left side, it's peak Robbo, peak Virgil, peak Mane, peak Firmino. But on the other side, in my opinion, that's peak Allison in 21-22. I think it's peak Trent. And most importantly, I think that version of Salah is the best Jurgen Klopp player there ever was.
Yeah.
And I think if you were to make a combined 11, I think the midfield is Thiago and Fabinho. 22 Thiago, 19 Fabinho. That would be disgusting. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. What I'm trying to say is we cannot play 2019 Liverpool ball right now in this Premier League without Trent. So this is why I'm massive on Wharton. I've been advocating for Adam Wharton for months. And, you know, one thing that's really bad, if Wharton goes Chelsea, bro, and they get Wharton and Caicedo,
it's dark.
It's long.
Yeah. with Lacroix there as well.
Oh, like, listen to this. It's actually like it's kind of long. Like they have, you know, I rate that so highly. And one thing I do want to add is, you talk about pressing. You know, Jurgen Klopp, in as much as he evolved, obviously, to keep up Pep and everything, the league, I'm not going to say figured out, but the league got better at defending us. So that's why we had to evolve. So when it comes to Iraola, in terms of knock the ball, rush and counter press, and you can do that to a certain extent, but a lot of teams have more players. Like the average technical level of the Premier League is so high that that's harder to do these days. So if you keep ceding possession, you will get punished for it. So you do need people in settle play against sets of defenses who can play through the lines, through the blocks. You need that profile to succeed. All the top teams have one. PSG have Vitinha, Barcelona have Pedri, City have Rodri, Arsenal, they don't really have one, but that's why the football like looks the way it does. Like it's horrid because they don't have that profile.
It's meant to be.
So it doesn't have to be. Sorry.
It's meant to be Zubamendi. He's meant to be that player for them.
But he's ass. Yo, that was a hell of a bullet dodge. Like they're even trying to sign Bruno G the next season, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. Zubamendi's a weird one because I maybe it's because of who he's partnered with. I think Rice is their best midfielder and has been since he's in Arsenal. Zubamendi's as a player in there, he seemed to drop off because in the first half of the season he was very good and then dropped off in the second half massively.
Yeah, I think the football Arteta demands is just so slow. It's so methodical. It's just it doesn't suit. A lot of players would look worse going to Arsenal. It's not just Zubimendi. And one thing I will say about Bruno G will not happen. And I'll tell you, because of Salah, we gave Salah the biggest contract in Liverpool history. And as bad as Slot was, I think we can all agree Salah dropped off quite dramatically from. And I think looking at that burned the club, in my opinion. I think that's going to be like, nah, if Salah can drop like this, we're never doing the over 30 thing ever again. I don't think it'll ever happen. I think Virgil is the last player that will ever get a big money contract off the age of 30. It will never happen again.
I agree.
Because of how badly they got burned. On Diomande, I'm not a fan. I don't think we should sign Diomande. And 50% of the reason is Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz was the back-to-back Bundesliga player of the season. Back-to-back. Came to England, couldn't hack it. Now, as bad as Slot was, you can see the deficiencies. For example, the shooting. I did not know he shoots like a 10-year-old. I didn't notice it when I was watching him in the Bundesliga. And now,
he wasn't shooting like that in the Bundesliga. It's weird. He wasn't shooting like that in the Bundesliga.
So now you look at him. That's the best player in the league. Back to back. came and looked a shadow of what. Now you're getting someone with 1 season. And beyond even, I think you and the previous caller did go over quite well some of the technical questions we have. The mental, it's not just the price tag. This is he's succeeding Mo Salah. Listen, how many times around Anfield are you going to hear Salah would have scored that? Mo bags that. Like it's unavoidable, and that's so much to put on a teenager's head. To have him succeeding one of our greatest, it's just so much. There's just so many potholes and so many red flags that I personally can't understand the desperation to get this done. I'm gonna sound like a madman here. I think you might like this. I would stomach Bowen for a year, and then next year go to Bayern and say, take just Mike. I would do that, bro. Run me Bowen and Kieran Morrison for a year, and then next year tell Bayern stop pissing us off and just give us our guy, bro. Like you're wasting everyone's time. Like we know where he wants to be. Just come home, Mike. I would do that because wow, now that's a serious hooper.
It's risky. I'm not gonna lie.
Pardon?
Owen and Morrison for a year is risky.
So is Diamande though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, true. Not as
and for me.
Yeah, true. I hear it though. Not as risky as Morrison, but yeah, still risky.
No. I'm half trolling. And for me, another thing is squad variety as well. So for me, you want the 1v1 and you want you want as much. For example, when you look at Arsenal's forward line, even though they're all meaty, they had Martinelli, Trossard, Jesus, Gyökeres, Havertz, Saka, Madueke, and they still found minutes for Dalman. You can have a big team with a lot of players with a lot of different options. So for me, if it was up to me, I would have I want Barcola, Rio, but for me, you also need like an Akliush type. You need that type, that alternate, someone who can come on and offer something different, someone with an eye for a pass. So for me, you have Munoz, who's like the explosiveness, the pace, the running, the pressing, but you have an alternate. So if your right wing options are Diamande and Munoz, and you want to make a sub, you bring on Munoz for Diamande. It's just like you bring on a shit Diamande. Like it's samey, in my opinion. And that's not a lot of like solutions. And you can have big players, and this is something that oftentimes on Kop-Ish gets discussed. In terms of having players on the bench, we had to go hammer and tongs against a team that would bring Bernardo Silva off the bench, that would bring Gundogan off the bench. Like they had midfield options: Fernandinho, Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, Gundogan, Bernardo. Bro, we had to compete against that.
Crazy.
So now to be told that you can have quality players on your bench. Obviously, listen, it doesn't last forever. Like the reason I think we can get Barcola is the same reason, like because you will get frustrated, but that's why you move through a cycle. You keep replenishing. Like I'm not trying to say like City, but you keep replenishing. You keep adding top players. So for me, the biggest thing is getting just the squad together. But for me, it's the variety of profiles. Like, for example, you look at our midfield now, it's just all a bunch of it's the same guy. And by the way, Alex Scott, the previous caller mentioned flavor of the month. Bro, what do you look at Liverpool and say, we need Alex Scott? What does he change? What does he improve?
Yeah, not by himself. He doesn't change much. In my opinion.
Do you remember when Slot came in and people wanted Matt's Beaver? It's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, man, like Matt caught a couple strays for that one. Yeah.
Like that's a howler, bro.
Just my boys, but that was a dark one. That was a dark one.
Although to be fair, I can't even judge. Like Pedro Neto, bro. I thought Pedro Neto, I was saying mad stuff. Before he went to Chelsea, I was saying mad stuff.
So I'll be real with you. I think we can get a pass for that one because the injuries have really killed Neto. At the time when we were asking to buy Neto, I think when you're looking at around the 2019, 2020 time, Neto was seriously brilliant. Like he was killing teams in the league. So up until he got that injury, I think he would have been perfect. And dare I say it, dare I say it, if he didn't get injured in the season where I think it was during the COVID season, I think we would have tried to get him in the summer because he could have played left and right. I think we would have tried to get him.
I think he would have. I think Klopp would have loved him, personally, like because the pace and the shooting off of both feet and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
I think Klopp would have loved him as well. But that's the biggest thing for me. It's just for me variety. Like even at left back, for example, I think Fabrizio say he's untouchable, but I was saying we should throw in a bit of Carreras because it gives you that option. For example, we don't have that left back, a full back that can invert. Bradley can kind of do it, but we don't have that profile of just that technically secure. If you need something different, like we have the up and down, but you need a change. So for me, I'm fine with Kirkes. I actually think Kirkes' second half of the season, like it went underrated. Just like
he was excellent second half of the season.
He was insane. Like he kind of clamped Doué both legs. Like it doesn't get spoken about.
No, sorry,
but for me, so pardon?
No, so I wasn't waving at you. I was waving at the missus. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So for me, that's what I focus on: adding to the squad, but getting variety. So I would bin off McAllister, Endo, and if Jones wants to leave, I'm not going to stop him. Like, even though I love Jones, but I do feel like you can upgrade on Jones. That's all I'd say. I love Jones, but if you want to go, I'm not gonna yank your leg back. And for me, Gakpo, I would try. See, for me, I don't mind Gakpo as a player, but I mind the contract like a lot. So for me, shifting Gakpo is more so about trying to correct the wage structure because you can't have someone like that on 250K a week. You just can't. Like someone who's not starting level quality on that kind of money, you're asking for Man United. You are. Remember how they've gotten a hold of it these years, but remember how bad it was. Like when the money Sancho was like when it got bad. So you want to avoid that kind of situation. So although I'm not like pushing Gakpo out the door, I am entertaining as many offers as I can, especially if it means getting Barcola. And then on the right, you could probably get Conceição and Aguilush for the price of. And now listen, that's not great right hand side, but I do feel like those two would probably do more. And then you have Munoz as like the sixth option to fill in wherever necessary until Thingy comes back. That's probably what I would do with the squad. And in midfield, for me, Wharton and Kamara, that's like Vitinha, João Neves. But in my opinion, it could develop to become kind of because João Neves and Kamara, Kamara's not a six. He's like a box to box cover every blade of grass.
Yeah, he's a hybrid.
Yeah, so he's not like a sitter. And to be honest, that sitter profile, that doesn't really exist anymore. Like, even though I loved Flacco, I'm not sure if you would play like a 4-3-3 single pivot. It just doesn't, like with a player like that, it just doesn't happen anymore. So you need, that player needs to be the first phase receiver and then the one who pokes the ball through the line. So for me, I would, even though I think Elliot Anderson kind of fucked over Wharton and Scott because that move, they're not getting moves this summer. I highly doubt it because 130 million. Yeah. What are Palace gonna say? What are Bournemouth gonna say? So I'm just not sure if that's gonna happen this summer. But just call that profile.
Crazy. Call me crazy here. I know everyone's saying Man City overpaid for Elliot Anderson, but because Man City have that money and they just spend that sort of money, technically they've done that not just because they want the player, but they've also done that to change the narrative in the markets. Because as you said, Palace could have been like, all right, you can get Wharton for 60, 70 million before. Seeing Elliot Anderson go for that amount, Palace are going to be like, no, it's not. That's not the price anymore. If he's gone for 116 mil, we want 95 now.
Yeah.
Alex got 80, maybe 85, 90 now. So not only have Man City bought the player that they want, but they've kind of screwed over other teams by inflating the market as well. And they inflate the market because they've got that sort of money. They can do that.
It's a 4D chess move. You're right in that getting it done so early, like even during the World Cup, getting it ahead, it basically prices out any move for an English Premier League midfielder. It's not going to, I just highly doubt it's going to happen this summer. because of what they've done. So, and that is a scary midfield they're building, huh? Especially because I think
Yeah,
Anderson is the Rodri replacement, because I think Rodri goes on a free next summer, if I'm not
well, they've
mistaken.
still got Nico Gonzalez there as well.
Oh, I forgot about that guy. I
Nico
forgot about that
Gonzalez,
guy.
I would
Yeah,
more say Elliot Anderson might be the Bernardo Silva replacement.
maybe actually, because he can play 8 as well. You're right. Yeah, he can play that.
Yeah, he can pop up with goals as well.
Or
They are
actually,
building that midfield well. Getting legs around Rodri, even if it's just for 1 year, is a smart thing to do. And if they get Buadi as well,
that's a cheat code, man. That's an absolute cheat code, man. And
Man City have been
and this is
rebuilding.
one thing I will say.
Man City have been
Sorry, you
rebuilding.
froze out for a second.
Oh, sorry. Man City have been rebuilding their team under everyone's nose. Like they brought in Trafford and Donnarumma, Kusanov, Gahey, Victor Hayes. They brought in
Shirky,
Semenyo. Like they've been and now Elliot Anderson, Nico Gonzalez. They've rebuilding under everyone's nose, and them going 2 years out of league is probably their rebuild phase, but it won't last too long, in my opinion.
And let's not forget that Gvardiol missed a lot of the season. Bro, Gvardiol is so good. And when he comes back, like the level they're gonna show, like they're gonna be right back up there. And they still have the alien up top. Like it's crazy. You know, if I'm being honest, when I look at Arsenal, if they don't change their style of play, in my opinion, they played the margins. They kept every game as tight as possible, and everything went for them. So there was this is not copium. I swear it's not copium. There was a lot of luck involved, a lot more luck than normal in how Arsenal won the league, and I just can't see them repeating all the things going their way, all the decisions, all the set pieces like that. I see that as like an anomaly season. So for me, they need to change their style of play if they're going to repeat. In terms of us, I just don't know. I just don't know what an Iraola Liverpool side looks like, because he can't play the ball. Like, you know, this is not to alarm people. Have you seen Iraola's record when he has more than 55% possession?
No, I haven't.
8 wins, 12 draws, 8 losses. Not great. It's not great, right?
But also, he hasn't got the quality of players that he would have at Liverpool.
That's also true. That is also true. And in a lot of those games, they did generate a lot of XG and were let down by poor finishing. But it just does. But it's still not a great record. It just does go to show that he'll be learning on the job to a certain extent, which is normal. And I think he also has to adjust the intensity, because the way Bournemouth play, you can't do that every 3 days. You will like burn out in December if you try that every 3 days. So we'll have to manage that. But you know, overall, I think, like you said, you know, just challenge. I'm expecting. I think be in the title race into the new year is what I'd say, and then go for a cup, and then go, whatever cup we go for. Whatever cup we go for? But that is the main thing I want to emphasize is squad size and squad variety. Is because it's so. You know, Shirky and Semenyo can both play on the right, but they're such different players on the right.
Yeah.
So, and that's the one thing that I would emphasize. One thing I will say before I go Bafana. You know, we play Canada on Sunday. Going to be a huge game. Overall, when I look at the World Cup, you know, to me, I think it could come home. If I'm being honest, I look at this English defense. If Kane nicks one early and they sit back, I'm not sure that defense can be broken down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like they're so defensive resolute, but then
Reece James out for a couple of games now, though.
That's pretty bad. But Jet Spence is if you're talking about defensively, I think he's the one who can.
He can do
the whole. Yeah. But the thing is, the French attack is just so fake. Like when you just have so many game breakers, you'd back one of them to find something. But I've seen Tuchel do this before. This is I feel like Tuchel's trying to control the margins as best he can, like he did with that Chelsea. I think when Chelsea won the Champions League, they were only behind for like 5 minutes the whole tournament, something like that, like something crazy. I think it's what Tuchel's trying to do again. It's just structure, and then Kane will do something. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Thanks for having me on. Cheers,
pleasure, bro.
panel.
Always
Well,
a, I said always a pleasure having you on, man. Always.
Thanks,
Always
man.
good chop.
Cheers,
Always.
Callum. Cheers, chats as well,
Thank you,
man.
bro. Big up, man. Big up the city, man. Well, do you know what? I have to say it. And again, I know I'm gonna get called biased and all this because it's the Kopish community. We have some very knowledgeable people in the community, man. You guys know ball. You really do know ball. Do we always agree? No. But one thing I have to say about the community, you guys know ball, man. You do. Humbling. You guys do your thing. Right, our last call of the evening. The one, the only, Bruno in the building. Bruno, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. How are you?
First of all, rival fans. Callum, what did I say 4 weeks ago? What did I say? What did I say 4 weeks ago? Drifty, I think, was there. Matt was there. What did I say 4 weeks ago?
I wasn't on that show, so I can't say.
Oh, well, Matt was there and Drifty was there. You weren't there. I said, and I quote, Slot will be sacked before the second international break. I said he would be sacked before GTA 6 is released. I said he will be sacked before Halloween. And voila, the following day, after we did the calling show, breaking news, yellow wallpaper, Arne Slot has been sacked.
Yeah.
The skankhead is gone. The dead football is over. KG, what did I say, mate? I warned you. Don't wake up Brock Lesnar or you will get an F5. KG, there's a lot of rival fans who have got blood on their hands. KG, Lee Gunner. Expressions. I warned you all.
They had their fun.
I warned you all. Back off. Oh yeah, how can I forget the Chelsea fan? Not laughing now, are you? Big bucks. I did warn you, didn't I? Back off or suffer the consequences. Don't start something you can't finish. That was the warning, right? That was the warning. And you lot did not listen to me. I told you, I'm a very dangerous man not to be messed with. That's the first bit. The second bit, this Diamande transfer. Now, apparently they want £112 million.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to lowball them? What's that all about?
I think it's kind of meet in the middle, isn't it, Bruno? I think. Because I don't think we want to go as high as that, but it seems like we're going to have to.
There's no excuse. First of all, Anderson has just gone to Manchester City, and isn't he playing for England during their World Cup as well?
Yeah.
115 mil?
Yeah.
So this excuse of you can't do deals during the transfer window, it's a load of BS. It's a load of horse poo. Yeah? Apparently we bid £86 million. Stop trying to lowball them. And then I saw these other reports that have been denied. One of them said that apparently we agreed a fee of £93 million. Then that was denied. And then there was this other report, various other reports from various other journalists or people pretending to be journalists. Like, we are in the end of June. 1st of July is what? A couple of days. What are we doing here? If PSG come in for him, we're in deep trouble. Now, apparently, they've said that they don't want to bid for him. Apparently, they've walked away. Apparently, so what are we doing?
I think if he was to go PSG, Bruno, I think I don't want to tempt fate, but I think there would have been more movement there. I think he wants to go Liverpool. I don't think RB Leipzig have a problem selling him to us. I just think we have to come to the negotiation table and figure out what fee it's going to be.
The other thing is this: defenders and midfielders. Now, we do need a DM in that midfield. Now, people have been gassing up this Moroccan player who's apparently 18.
Yeah,
It's a lot of pressure. Apparently, they want 65 million quid for him. So that's a lot of money to pay for an 18-year-old to put in the central of defence.
Midfield.
It's a lot. Well, CDM, you know, we're protecting the defence. It's basically the same thing. There's a lot of pressure to put on the defence, a DM. It's a lot of pressure. £65 million. Anyway, it's not my money anyway. As long as we get the deal done and the player performs well, then. And also, I've heard reports that apparently Tottenham have been linked with Gakpo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tottenham apparently want Gakpo. They've already got Robertson, and now they want Gakpo. Apparently £50 million is what I've heard.
Yeah.
Since this market is so inflated, how about we do an RB Leipzig on their ass? You want him? I can be very evil. 80 mil. £80 million, or don't even bother walking through the door. Plus, they're a Premier League rival. Oh yeah, Bayern Munich, since you want him so much. Gakpo, I could be very nasty here. Michael Elise, swap deal, 80 million in cash. There you go.
They're never doing that. Bruno, if we could do that, we'd have done that. There's no way we're doing that, Bruno. There's no way we're swapping Gakpo and Elise with money. That would be amazing. But Bruno, not even I can justify that one.
You say that, we're Liverpool Football Club. We need to show Bayern Munich who we are. And can I just say as well, can our fan base stop acting like we are a team in the Conference League in the transfer market? I've been seeing a lot of Liverpool fans say, oh, we can't afford this player, we can't afford that player. Hello, we managed to get Florian Wirtz and Isak, man. All this rubbish about, oh, we can't afford this, we can't afford that. We're Liverpool Football Club, the biggest club in England. Stop acting like we're a team in the Conference League South, man. Where's your ambition? Where's your standards? Like I said, we don't accept finishing 4th place here. We don't accept being the bridesmaid. We are the bride going down the aisle. Do you understand what I try to say, you know? We don't accept mediocrity. We got rid of the cancer who was yard on his slot. Remember, it's as simple as this. 4th is nothing, and 1st is everything. Yeah? 1st is paradise. 4th is nothing. You throw it in the bin. Yeah, you finish 4th place, give me the fixtures for next season. Give me the fixtures for next season. And speaking of fixtures, have you seen the fixtures for next season?
Yeah, Newcastle first game.
How ironic.
I'm alright with it.
We snatched one of their targets again. And now we've been linked with Bruno Guimaraes, apparently, one of their players again.
Yeah, I don't see that one happening, though.
He's 29 years old, and we don't like to do that, do we? We're not really a fan of signing 29-year-old players unless it's Adrian. What was the other guy? That guy we bought from Juventus, flipping... What's his name?
Milner was signed at 29. So
actually,
Thiago.
Yeah, but that was Milner, Thiago. I think there was another guy that we bought, but he was very injury-prone from Juventus. We didn't really.
Artemelo.
Yes, Arthur Melo. There's the other one.
29 though. Endo's another one. Big up to Cloud Cuckoo.
Endo, there's another one. Yeah, there's Endo. There's another one. We do have a habit of signing players from Monaco. we've got a very good record of signing players from that team. John Arnorisa came from that team. Fabinho came from that team. We've got a very good.
I'm trying to think if there's been any others. I'm trying to think if there's been any others.
Dribbble Cisse. Did he come?
No, he came from Auxerre.
But we do. I'm trying to think other players we've signed from the French league because coincidentally, like I said, back to the Arne Slot thing before I go. Rival fans. KG. Not just KG. All the Man United fans that were laughing, making jokes. Not laughing now, are you? I did warn you all, didn't I? That Arne Slot would be sacked before. I warned you all, didn't I? That it would be sacked before Christmas, before GTA 6. He's gone, which means, you know what that means? I expect a title challenge next season. Now, you might be thinking, for his first season, that's a bit too harsh. Do you think that's a bit too harsh?
A title challenge, no. Expecting him to win the league in his first season, I think, is very harsh. But a title challenge up until like February, March, yeah.
If I could get a title challenge and maybe an FA Cup, I'm not going to be too thingy.
I can live with that.
If we could get to past the last 16 of the Champions League, and also the record against the top 6 must be improved because that was absolutely appalling. The record against Man United last season, dreadful. We drew to Tottenham, a team in a relegation dogfight.
Yeah,
I'm glad that skankid's out of my club. I'm telling you. Thanks for the league, but unfortunately, you ain't up. Apparently, he's been linked with what was it? I saw something. He's been AC Milan, and then he was linked with Fulham.
I don't think he stays in the Prem.
AC Milan, well, that's going to be interesting. You'll be gone by Christmas. Anyway,
he might cook in Italy. He might, but that's not our issue anymore.
Yeah, that's not our issue anymore. Yeah, we don't have to deal with that boring dead. It's not a library anymore. Our stadium ain't a library no more. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Thank you very much. I'll see you July 29th. And like I said, rivals, next time, don't start something you can't finish. Otherwise, you'll get a Brock Lesnar F5. Do you understand?
Yeah. Tell him
KG, don't mess with me. Yeah? Next time, don't start something you can't finish. Anyway, thanks for having me.
No,
I'll see you July 29th.
Big up, Bruno. It would not be a call-in show without Bruno checking in with Kopish. What a legend. Right, let's help these supers. Shout out to Matt's Hairline says, send your message on IG, hashtag. No, we're not running that hashtag, bro. I'll read out of respect, but Follicle Sanderson group is crazy. Coward looks like he brushes his beard with sandpaper. Okay. You know, because you've got dirt on me, I have to read these out. I can't respond. I can't do anything. I gotta take the L. Because you've got dirt on all of us. People, I'm not gonna promise that we'll do anything over the weekend. If I have time tomorrow, then I will. I'll get something out over the weekend. And then we'll have stuff from Monday going out as well. Got quite a few fun planned shows as well for next week. So do look out for that. Do make sure you switch on the notification bell. Please do like this video as well. And yeah, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Big up to all the callers. Big up to everyone who's been in the chat. Big up Imran, my grand brother. VDR. I'm definitely going to get back to you by the end of the weekend. I'll get back to you, VDR. If I don't, then on Monday, you have full permission to crash out. But yeah, no, people, really appreciate you all, man. Thank you for the... Oh, hold on. You know that late entry into the Royal Rumble? KJ, is that you?
Hello, Cal.
Big up, my bro.
Big up, Cal.
What are you telling me?
Nah, I just thought, considering you kind of left it on a episode where you had the power and majority of the callers was all Diamande outers. Yeah, it might not be looking too good for you in the next upcoming shows. So I just want to give you my support from now and say try and stand your ground.
I'm hiding from Dean. I'm telling you that for free. I'm hiding from Dean. Like, I'm hiding from Dean. Like, ain't nowhere I'm bucking up with Dean.
Dean's on a warpath.
I know he is, bro. Dean cussed me out the other day before we went live. Like, I know he's on the warpath. He wants Diamande at Liverpool big time.
Yeah, it's class. It's class.
You're not on board with this Diamande signing at all, are you?
Nah, I'm not. You know what it is? It's not even like I'm disrespecting it. Well, I am exaggerating and kind of disrespecting him, but
yeah,
it's not that I see him as a bad player, because I don't see him as a bad player. And if this was any other window, genuinely, he's actually the type and profile of winger I actually would want at the club. But with how last season went, with how I envision how the club sees the team going forward and whatnot, in terms of with the additions of like Everts, Isak, Ekatike, I just feel like the type of wingers I want I do want my wingers to be able to beat their fullbacks, obviously, but I want them to be able to just create for Isak, create for our forwards. That's all I want in my wingers, really. Obviously, if they're good in front of goal as well, that's a bonus. But more often than not, I just want them to beat their fullback, whether they have, not whether, they obviously have to have variation. That is the one thing that I couldn't stand last year. I'm not calling out no names, but I can't deal with players that have no variation in their game.
Yeah.
I need my winger to either go left, go right, to be able to play triangles or rondos, to be able to make selfless runs, so it creates space for the fullbacks to then bomb on and make crosses and things like that.
Yeah.
But overall, going forward, I just want us to be able to create for our strikers. That's what we have them for now. They're the type of strikers we have. So I don't want to see Isak doing the dropping deep, linking up thing. He don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Verts obviously looks for his runs when he's running in behind defenders. That's exactly what I want to see. Get the best out of both of them, and at the end of the day, that bodes well for us as a club. So,
facts.
Yeah, I don't want to see Crash Bandicoot.
Here's the thing, bro. Shall I tell you what it is? I think Liverpool are catch-22 of this Diamande deal, because if we get him this summer, we pay a lot of money for a relatively unproven player, and it's 50-50. It's either going to work really well, it's going to work really badly. But if we don't get him and he goes on to have another brilliant season, then we're going to be like, what an idiot. Like, why didn't we sign him? But then if he has a bad season, we're all going to go, oh, well, we dodged a bullet there. So I don't think Liverpool are in a win-win, like we're in a lose-lose situation kind of, to an extent, unless he comes to Liverpool and performs really well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think it's a damned if we do, damned if we don't scenario.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm more than happy to be proven wrong on him.
Yeah, same.
Like, if that's the player clearly that's the player that we want first and foremost. So if he does get over the line, then I'm more than happy for him to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'll be there. If he doesn't, I will be there.
Yeah, we know.
Yes,
we know.
I will be there for you Diamande inners, yeah. But overall, if he's at the club, I got no choice but to back him.
Yeah.
Going forwards and whatnot. So I want him to prove me wrong. But overall, so far, I am far from convinced. People have been telling me about, oh, it's a 1v1 demon. But pushing the ball past your fullback and going round him and getting the ball with pace isn't 1v1 demon, in my opinion. Honestly. That's just that's one of them grandpa skills. That's basic. And you just got the athleticism to get on the end of it.
Yeah.
If you're great at it, fair play. But let's not overhype it and overdo it and anything like that. Not when realistically, not even realistically, this 100 mil is for potential.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to say, oh, but last season he did this and that, he's proven. What, is that what we're doing now? One season means a player's proven now.
Well, we've kind of done it with Leone, we've done it with Jacque, we're doing it with Diamonde. Dare I say it, we're doing it with Munoz as well.
This is where we have to have the standards. I'm not with the overhyping stuff in it.
Yeah,
personally.
and I think we've got to add some experience to some of these younger players as well.
I agree. I feel like one thing we lost was that ability to kind of utilize the academy or some of the kids and things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a strong part of what Klopp built up at the end of the day. And then, say for example, last season we had no problem.
We say Klopp did that, and obviously Klopp did do that before anyone crashes out on me. But bro, if we go back further, Roy Evans brought through youth players, Gerard Houllier brought through youth players. Rafa probably not so much, to be fair to Rafa. Kenny was starting to do it. Dare I say it, even Brendan brought through, did Brendan bring through Martin Kelly? Was that Brendan?
Yeah.
Brendan brought through Martin Kelly, obviously Sterling. It's only really Slot who's kind of looked at the academy and said, I don't really care. So it's part of the Liverpool ecosystem. It's part of the ethos of the club to not rely on the academy, but there's always some players that get through and bolster the squad that way. But we haven't seen that. I think Iraola is the guy to do that, though.
I'd agree with that. Well, I'm hopeful for it, but I feel like that's partly why we brought him in as well. I feel like especially when the rumors and noise about Slot getting sacked and there was a 50-50 split in the board, there was obviously one that wanted to go down what Klopp built and keep that kind of way. There was the other half that obviously wanted to still go with Slot and how he wanted to go with things. But in the end, it's clearly they've come to some form of consensus. Even if there's still somewhat of a split, there's now a majority that was like, we clearly need to pull the plug on this now. And I feel like it was too long. But at the end of the day, I felt like he could have still been here now when he just got sacked while the World Cup was going on.
We moved quick on that, to be fair. But it should have happened sooner in the season. I'm going to say something crazy here. If we had sacked Slot around November, December time, I think we could have finished third in the league quite comfortably. There he is. I think we could have finished third in the league. But the longer he stayed, the worse we became. And the players just looked like they mentally just didn't want to be there anymore.
Players checked out from that Burnley game. That was the first time we actually looked on the team and was like, they didn't care. And that was early in the season. And obviously there was some of us that was still in denial that was just like, nah, it was a bad game and this and that. But the way how majority of us were saying, nah, the players, like we saw the players when they've checked out before, not fully, not on the clock, but I mean like on the slot that same season prior to that Burnley game. But that game, it was just like, nah, they've completely gave up. They didn't even care about us type of thing. And then that just became a trending pattern throughout the rest of the season.
Facts. I'm intrigued. To see how we approach pre-season. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these younger players as well, like Josh Abbey and a couple of the new centre-backs we signed, who I think will get some game time. The fact that we should have a fresh Szoboszlai, Jones, hopefully if he stays, Kerr, Kedge, Frimpong. We've got a lot of the players from the quote-unquote starting 11 who haven't been at the World Cup. It should be fresh. If we can start the season well and build momentum, I think we could have a really good season. But we have to sign the right players. We have to, especially with signing so many unproven players. I think we have to go and get a couple of experienced players who just supplement that, or else I think we're in trouble.
Yeah, I agree. Like my prediction for the season, well, I can't even say prediction because I don't have any predictions yet. I feel like so far with everything, the business that we have done, including obviously the removal of Slot and whatnot, and the appointment of Iraola, 100% feel like we're gonna be in the mix. I don't feel like we're gonna go all the way, but I
Yes.
at least feel like we'll get towards the running. That's what I mean when I say we'll be in the mix.
Yeah.
I feel like we can have a season similar to the 23-24 season, just without the lead in the league
Yeah.
for so long. But in terms of being one of the three, I feel like we'll be there. Whether we can better that and go further, or whether it becomes similar to this season in terms of just a race for Champions League, that hinders all on the transfers, in my opinion. That's one of the reasons as to why I don't want Diamande. Like, he's not just the only player, because there's other players we've been linked with who I don't want either.
Yeah.
But like this Kamara kid, I'll be honest, he's a good destroyer. But I don't feel like a destroyer is the priority midfielder we need. I feel like the priority midfielder we need is a progressive passer. Genuinely, we need that more than anything.
But that's
right
why I look
now
at
we
him
still
and you-
currently have Endo. Now, I'm not saying
Yeah.
he's the answer to it.
Yeah,
I don't want anyone to feel like that's what I'm saying, because I'm not saying he's the answer to it. I'm saying in terms of the order of the profile of midfielder on the shortlist, what we need is, first, I would go and get a progressive passer, and then secondly, then I'll look and get another destroyer, because they are the Kamaras out there who we can get for a reasonable price, a reasonable fee that's not too excessive, especially in this market. But it's literally just priorities. From there, I would probably move to right back and see what we can do there, because it's essential we get a right back. Centre back, I'm kind of all right on for now, only because business needs to be done in other areas.
Yeah.
But
could you not argue that if we got let's say the dream signing Shermany or Kone, that would help? I know they're not Wharton, for example, but they're, in my opinion, they're progressive enough with their passing or ability to beat a player, but they're also very good destroyers as well. Would that satisfy your need for that sort of player in midfield, or would you still want someone more progressive than that?
Well, the thing about that is, where does Grab fit into this? Because it's key how he's used this season.
I
know Grab is an 8, but I want to see him used like first season slot.
So,
and I don't mind if we play a double pivot and have a destroyer next to him. I'm all right with that, because then just play Verts and give him the license to be the passer. As long as we can get the ball to him, we'll have, let's just say, a Kone. He's got the potential to be a destroyer, but at the same time, he can break with the ball. Same with Grav. Within his own right. He's not a destroyer, but he's a good technician. He reads the game well. He's good at interceptions and things like that. And then he's good on the half turn and he can go. So I'm all right with literally having a double pivot that's not like a staggered one that we have with McAllister in there. I'm all right with that, as long as then we can give Verts the license to then pick his passes left, right, through the middle. He's able to float and whatnot, knowing that he's got that protection behind him. But that's where I don't really have a profile of midfielder yet. Well, my number one midfielder is João Gomez, to be fair. He's my choice. Even though I feel like we need a progressive passer, I feel like he's good enough at it,
he is,
at least to a point where he can combine with Verts. Because if there's one thing we saw last season, Verts enjoyed playing with Jones. When Jones was in that double pivot, you could see in his game. Anytime, even if Verts wasn't on the ball, but Jones was on the ball, he's running into the spaces. He's putting the effort in, because he knows he's got a relationship and an understanding with him. Same with Ekitike, but obviously Ekitike was a striker. So as long as we can have somewhat of a relationship there, where Verts trusts the midfielder and the midfielder trusts Verts to be able to play together and be able to connect passes and whatnot and play through the lines, I'm happy with someone like a Kone and whatnot. But yeah, the question is, like, where does Grav fit into this?
All right. So for me, this is why I'd like us to get 2 combative midfielders, because then you'd have the 2 combative midfielders, and then you'd have one of those 2 play alongside one of Jones, Grav, or Sober. And then for me, I think that's you or your midfield sorted. I think it's difficult to maybe sell the idea to a Jones or Grav that they won't necessarily be starting as much. But that would be my ideal situation. If we got two combative midfielders and then you supplement that with Sobo, because I think Grav with more of a license to get forward and actually know that there's someone behind him to do that dog work, I think you see a new side of Grav.
Yeah.
I think
would
people
agree
forget
with
what
that.
he was like he can score goals, he arrives in the box at a good time, he's got decent shooting. I think we could see a whole nother Grav. I actually think you hinder his game by playing him as a 6.
No, I'd agree. Yeah, well, sorry to hold up your time, Carl.
No, never apologize, bro. It's nice to speak to you, man. You're always in the chat, always contributing. I know you got stuff going on, which is why you can't film as much and all that, but we miss you, man. We miss you, bro. We miss you on panel shows.
Nah, you know what it is? I've just been falling asleep after work, so I've
I
just
hear
been
it,
missing
bro.
the therapy show because I've been asleep, and then I've been waking up and I've been fuming and saying, "Nah, I can't believe."
I know you start work pretty early, so I get it. I get it. But yeah, man, it's nice to have you back on the show, man.
I appreciate it.
You know your stuff, man. We appreciate you. But yeah, we'll just wrap up there, man. Big up to the family and all that. Come on.
Thank you.
And hopefully, bro, in a month's time when we do the next calling show, we celebrate some signings, etc. So fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. But yes, people in the comments, people watching, smash that like button. Enough love to you all. Till we see you again. Stay safe, stay blessed. The Kop-Ish are out, people. Oh, hold on. I'm Mr. Super. Shout out to Matt's hairline says, let me know when you're on Sanderson show. I'll hop on is a pause. But yeah, I'll let you know as well. Big up Matt's hairline. Big up to everyone in the chat. Till we see you again. Stay safe, stay blessed. The Kop-Ish are out. Take care, everyone.
Crash Bandicoot out.